going to talk about one of the most iconic albums to ever be forged and served under hot bolts of lightning and skull-crushing steel, motherfucking Painkiller. Not to be confused with 3 Days Grace.
It's Metal Talk Monday with your host, Van Henson. Oh yeah.
Some people draw a line when it comes to Judas Priest. Some prefer their classic sounding stuff like British Steel or Rock-a-Rolla, classic respectively solid stuff. Other fans prefer the awesomeness of Painkiller and ram it down, which is also cool, but then some fans draw the line in the Painkiller album that looks like this.
Yeah, it's kinda sad, but the whole album rocks. I'd say there's not a bad song on this album. And I don't say that too often. Not even about Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast, or Metallica's Ride the Lightning, or Mugala's Exercises in Futility. But anyway, Painkiller was released in 1990, and the tracks include
Painkiller, Hell Patrol, All Guns Blazing, Leather Rebel, Metal Meltdown, Nightcrawler, Between the Hammer and the Anvil, A Touch of Evil, Battle Hymn, and One Shot at Glory. For this album, Rob Halford was vocals, KK Downing and Glenn Tipton on guitars, Scott Travis on the drums, and Ian Hill on the bass. Wait, actually it was Travis Scott. Fuck, not Travis Scott. Scott Travis playing bass on a Moog bass synth, but Ian Hill is credited. That's probably a rabbit hole in itself. Track number 1, Painkiller. The album opens with the epic as hell face-kicking Painkiller, complete with amazing double bass drum work, melt your ass off guitar work, and Rob Halford screaming his head off. If that's not enough to get you hooked, then there's just something wrong with you. This song is just and that guitar solo too, my god. Track number 2, Hell Patrol. A perfect follow-up to the song Painkiller. This track kinda slows the pace and intensity down a little bit, but not enough to burn out after the first song. I just picture a bunch of bikers riding down the desert highway to this, on their way to crack some asshole's skull in. Song number 3, All Guns Blazing. When the song starts, you have Rob Halford's vocals echoing. I get chills every time. Kinda keeping the same pace as Hell Patrol, this song is an awesome headbanger and is a catchy as fuck blasting anthem. The synergy so far from the songs being chosen in this order is just a masterpiece. All songs just flow together. It's a work of art. Number 4, Leather Rebel. I don't know why, but this intro makes me think of Wasted Years, but if Judas Priest covered it for only a few seconds. Holy shit is this song catchy though. I love the way the chorus bounces from ear to ear in my headphones. Number 5, Metal Meltdown. The Metal Meltdown is a YouTube channel where a guy named Robert reviews metal music and occasionally gets drunk and sarcastically says funny shit.
The Metal Meltdown. Speak of the devil. That's where the fucking title of this channel came from. Moving on.
Oh wait, hold on. Metal Meltdown by Judas Priest is a solid metal banger, just keeps building up in the same style of the album with that aggressive classic power and metal elements. The musical synergy is still just chef's kiss. I like the pacing of this song because it goes from chuggy chuggy to slow and doomy in some sections. The song is probably fun as hell to play, and for some reason reminds me of old Hammer horror, but I have no reason why. Number 6, Nightcrawler. So this song is about night crawlers that you put a hook on to go fishing with. No, I'm just kidding, what the fuck? This track gives me some serious King Diamond vibes, especially around the Abigail era. If you made it this far into the album, there's no return because all the songs will get stuck in your head and the rest of your miserable fucking life. But less miserable now because you've listened to one of the greatest albums of all time in space. But yeah, Nightcrawler is one of my favorite tracks from Painkiller, even though it can be kinda cringe at times. Number 7, Between the Hammer and the Anvil. Slowly building harmonies as the drum is counting us down in this epic track is just awesome. The track seems slower compared to the other ones, but that's okay. Another catchy, kick-ass metal classic. I love the sound effects bouncing from ear to ear of an anvil being hammered. I mean, yeah, because Between the Hammer and the Anvil. The guitar solo is also just so great. Compared to the rest of the album, this song is kinda lackluster, but it's still really good. Number 8, A Touch of Evil. This song starts off with a funeral bell, some synth and eerie sound. It's the signature sound of the 80s, which is cool considering this came out in 1990. Maybe A Touch of Evil is the catchiest track on Painkiller. It reminds me a lot of Iron Maiden with that simple, easy chord progression, but then sprinkle some Ozzy Osbourne on top. Also, A Touch of Evil's guitar solo just sweeps you right up, but my favorite part of the song is the synthesizer. Don Airy is playing the keyboards for this song, also known as the keyboardist of Deep Purple. Number 9, Battle Hymn. Not to be confused with the Manowar song of the same name, this song is very short, mainly just sound effects with the building of guitars harmonizing. Made me think of Metalocalypse. Death clocks. And the last track, One Shot at Glory. When this song started up, I thought someone switched the album over to Welcome to Hell by Venom, but just for a split second. But yeah, guess what I'm gonna say? Guess what I'm gonna fucking say. The song is awesome, of course. The battle type chugging, the vocals, drums, and the bass are all on point to give you a fun album closer. Notice that this album starts off balls to the wall. No, not except, but yeah. This album starts off insane and kind of burns down to a slower pace and not as extreme as it goes on towards the end. Which for the record isn't a bad thing. I can best sum it up by saying it's like an adventure rush. It mellows out over time, but still kicks your ass in the end. Just when you thought this album peaked already like the hottest girl from senior year, it comes right back up with an epic guitar solo and dual harmonies that just punch your guts and crunch your nuts, and fuck, it's amazing. This album closer is just straight up bop.
So yeah, Judas Priest kicks ass and takes names, swaps your ass with your name, and kicks your name's ass until you shit letters and puke liquid metal. And to anyone who underestimates Judas Priest or doesn't know too much about them and would like to listen to them, this is a great starter record, but also, it might spoil them. For some people I know, they only prefer Painkiller because they feel Priest never did anything as good. But I heavily and strongly disagree.
Regardless, what are your thoughts on Judas Priest? Are you a fan or not? Do you like Painkiller? Do you prefer 3 Days Grace? Is it overrated and for posers? Are you an elitist? Let me know in the comments and let's talk metal. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in to more Metal Talk Monday.
I really miss doing this. I'm really excited to announce Season 2 of Van Hansen's Metal Talk Monday, and I'm really stoked for next week's episode. The next band we cover is known for their diabolical conquest through heavy metal. Till next Monday, metalheads.